What's up, Taiwan? I'm Yvonne with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. A charity foundation in Poland is providing shelter and food for thousands of refugees from Ukraine and sending much-needed provisions across the border to the war zone. Leslie Liao has the story.
Now we are trying to go to Kiev.
Rafal Tamala checks in on one of his charity's drivers who's transporting supplies through Ukraine. He is the head of Fundacja Rozwoju Regionów based in Warsaw. It's a foundation that shelters Ukrainian refugees and provides them with everything from food to legal assistance. The foundation had humble beginnings, but in just 1 year of operation, it has grown considerably.
And suddenly somebody called me and told me, Rafał, we have on the rolling station 9 children from Ukraine. It's worth start. Do you have the place in your hostel? And we said yes. And now we have 4,500 children in the camps, in the orphans' houses, at school.
Such a vast network requires reliable supply lines. Tamala, an engineer by trade, established a logistical network linking Ukraine and other countries, with his warehouse in Warsaw acting as a central hub. Tamala organized volunteer drivers, and it became so efficient that people send donations into Ukraine through the organization.
We have more than 1,500 volunteers. We have friends in Scotland, in France, in Holland, in Finland. On the Ukraine side, we are working, we deliver more than 100 towns.
The foundation stores and delivers everything from food to bulletproof vests, wheelchairs, and even pet food for animals left behind in Ukraine by fleeing owners. A Taiwanese flag hangs in the warehouse. It's a recognition of Taiwan's contributions.
People from Taiwan bought it for us. They pay for some of the sleeping bags.
Tamala often stresses that his organization's success is a joint effort.
I'm not alone, I have very often, we have a lot of the people, Yes. Probably you know somebody, your colleagues in the factory, or maybe it's the regisseur of the film or somebody, and people, they're working in the night to help us.
Tamala's enthusiasm and energy is infectious. People can't help but feel drawn to him. And during a time of rampant division and chaos, his organization is uniting countries, people, and goods. The goal is to help bring some semblance of peace to those whose lives have been disrupted by the Ukraine war.
From Taiwan with love.
Leon Lien and Leslie Liao in Warsaw, Poland for TaiwanPlus.
Police in Taiwan's northern city of Taoyuan have arrested 2 people for illegally demolishing part of a historic building. The Ranli Red House is over 100 years old. It previously housed a cafe, but now stands empty. The city government gave the property temporary historic site status last month. That's after they learned its owners might be planning to demolish it. But over the weekend, one of the property's owners hired an excavator to knock down the building's courtyard house. They said they didn't think the part was covered by the historic site designation. The owner and the driver of the excavator were arrested for violating laws on cultural preservation and property damage. A village in eastern Taiwan has seen a number of dogs injured by illegal hunting gear. Cindy Chi has the story.
These dogs, some missing a leg, have fallen victim to illegal traps and snares. Lately, there have been several such incidents in the area around Taoyuan in eastern Taiwan's Hualien County.
这一次是比较严重，1个月之内中7只，3只残肢，然后4只到现在还是白嘎。
非常痛苦啊！你这边被这样夹住的时候，你看多痛苦。然后这些流浪狗已经够可怜了，那你还要这样子哦。
Bear traps and snares for wild boar have been banned in Taiwan since 2010. But they can still be found in rural parts of the country where hunters operate. 7 of these traps have been found around Taoyuan village since the start of the year. Some of them were close to local trails, posing a threat to residents as well as animals. Police are asking the public to report any knowledge of illegal hunting. Asnaya Zhou and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's Science Ministry has unveiled plans to develop a locally made Chinese language chatbot. The technology is meant to be similar to the artificial intelligence system ChatGPT. The aim is to prevent anti-Taiwan bias in online bots. Sam Robbins has more.
不要让一些训练出来有思想偏差的去教我们的一些业界哈。
That was Taiwan's Science and Technology Minister Wu Zhenzong earlier this month, introducing his plan for a Taiwanese chatbot. It's part of $1 billion package the government is funneling into research and development of these artificial intelligence systems. The announcement came not long after Chinese tech giant Baidu revealed it was also working on its own Chinese language chatbot. Wu has expressed worry that this Chinese-made technology might promote biased information if it becomes used internationally or in Taiwan. And he's not alone in his concerns.
如果他学的比较多的都是对岸大陆的言论，那以后只要问到这些相关的问题，小到从用语，大到从思想，他的确都会回答，都是对岸的想法。国外的人在用，都会以为这就代表中文世界的想法。
The information fed into an algorithmic system, like a chatbot, will affect the answers it produces. Unsupervised algorithms analyze the information received and automatically create rules for its output. Coders can set specific rules to alter what answer the system produces, like asking it to always avoid certain phrases. But even so, there are no guarantees that the information produced by artificial intelligence will always be accurate. And if a developer builds an AI tool on a database full of content saying that Taiwan is part of China, the AI will probably produce that information in its responses. And that's how bias can emerge. Because of this, there are concerns that Baidu's chatbot will become the world's leading Chinese language chatbot tool and produce information that disputes Taiwan's sovereignty. But others, like Professor Liu Yuchen, are somewhat less convinced of the dangers posed by Chinese AI, or the need for Taiwan to develop its own system.
因为自己开发会花非常多的经费，我觉得这个经费并不是台湾可以看得见的，那个金额真的是非常的大。
Taiwan's first chatbot, optimized for traditional Chinese, launched earlier this month, but to mixed success. Many consumers feel that its text is awkward and that it's less useful than ChatGPT, which is now also able to function in Chinese. ChatGPT version 3, which launched in November last year, is still very cautious about Taiwan. For example, when asked about Taiwan's sovereignty or future, its response usually reminds users it's only an AI. Liu says that since ChatGPT can already operate in multiple languages, it's not clear why Taiwan wants to create its own system instead of investing in ones that already exist.
就现在的 ChatGPT， 我们也可以透过 parameters 的调整去让它，每次在问到中国跟台湾的资讯的时候，都偏向台湾。
But one thing's for certain is that the truth isn't always easy to define, especially when it comes to Taiwan. The first line of Taiwan's Wikipedia page has alternated between calling Taiwan a country, a state, or an island for the last 20 years. And if you ask that same question to Google or Baidu, you would get very different answers. That's why the rules or parameters that we give to algorithmic systems are so important. Thousands of human coders help chatbots decide what to do in the face of tough questions.
And with so much difficulty in defining what exactly is unbiased information, it's not clear whether Taiwan's new AI chatbot will not be prone to other pro-Taiwanese biases due to its data or parameters.
一个当然你的文本的收集是要以台湾的文本为主嘛。那第二个就是当你要去防止这个人工智慧有这种不符合台湾的利益或者是台湾的主体性思想的这个价值的内容。
By the end of the year, Taiwan should have its own locally made and government-funded chatbot. It's hoped that this can help ensure information about Taiwan is not distorted by political agendas. But what is also clear is that bias will continue to be a concern for all AI systems. And the more we rely on these tools to write and polish text, the more people will have to consider the data sources and human labor that drives artificial intelligence. Damon Lin and Sam Robbins for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of Iran's last Asiatic cheetah cub in captivity. Unfortunately, little Pirus died on Tuesday. I'm Yvonne Yang. Take care and see you next time.